Let's be real. Quitting porn sounds easy in theory. You just stop watching, right? But if it were that simple, millions of guys wouldn't be stuck in the cycle of quitting, relapsing, feeling guilty, and then going right back to it. You tell yourself, this is the last time. And then, next thing you know, your brain convinces you that one more time won't hurt. And before you even realize it, you're back where you started, wondering why it's so damn hard to stop. But here's the thing, this isn't about willpower. It's not about discipline. And it's definitely not about morality. This is about reprogramming your brain and taking back the confidence, drive, and energy. You know the feeling. You sit down to study, telling yourself this time will be different. You're going to focus, power through, and finally get the grades you want. But 20 minutes in, your mind starts drifting. You find yourself rereading the same sentence over and over. And even though you feel busy, nothing is actually sticking. Frustrated, you grab your phone thinking, just 5 minutes. But before you know it, an hour has passed, and now you feel guilty. So you try to force yourself back into study mode. But your brain feels sluggish, exhausted, and overwhelmed. Eventually, you give up, promising yourself that tomorrow will be better. But here's the truth. This isn't a motivation problem. It's not even a discipline problem. The real issue is that most students have never been taught how to learn properly. School makes it seem like studying is just a matter of sitting down, reading a textbook, and grinding until the information magically sticks. But that's not how your brain works. Memorizing random facts, highlighting pages, and passively reading for hours isn't just, you know that feeling. The one where you sit down, fully intending to study, but somehow your phone ends up in your hand and suddenly an hour has passed. Maybe you convince yourself you'll start after one more episode, one more scroll through social media, one more snack. And before you know it, the day is over and you've accomplished nothing. You tell yourself you'll do better tomorrow, but deep down, you know how this cycle goes. It repeats, again and again. Until the deadline is breathing down your neck, panic kicks in, and you scramble to cram everything in at the last minute. The worst part? You're not even learning effectively. It's exhausting. It's stressful. And yet, you keep falling into the same trap. Procrastination isn't about laziness. If it were, you wouldn't feel guilty about it. The truth is, procrastination is your brain's way of avoiding discomfort. When you think about studying, your mind immediately jumps to how boring, difficult, or overwhelming it will be. Instead of facing that discomfort, your brain looks for quick hits of dopamine, things that feel good in the moment, like watching videos, scrolling social media, or playing games. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It's just wired to seek pleasure and avoid pain. But the problem is, procrastination doesn't make the work go away. It just makes it harder. The longer you avoid studying, the more stressed you become, and the worse you feel about yourself. That stress builds until you're forced to pull an all-nighter, rushing through material you don't even have time to properly understand. And the cycle repeats. But what if you could break it? What if you could train your brain to stop resisting and actually make studying feel effortless? The secret isn't motivation, it's momentum.